In this video, we're going to do another truth table for a compound statement. Again, we are going to look at our compound statement. I'm going to make a slight modification again. Let's make this a P and not Q. So that's R and P and R or P and not Q. We have 3 different letters, so we should have 2 to the 3rd rows, which is 8 rows. So we'll have to have something for P, Q, and R. True, 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 false, 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 true, true, false, false, true, true, false, false, and then true, false, true, false, true, false, true, false. As you make these and as you're doing these on your own, you might be careful with your own handwriting so that you don't get things off on your rows and you don't start associating things with the wrong. All right, so here we're going to start with the innermost parentheses. So the P and not Q, those are in the innermost parentheses. We need to find the value of not Q first. So for not Q, we're taking the opposite value of Q, and so it's going to be false, false, true, true, false, false, true, true. Then we are going to take P with a conjunction and not Q. This is only false if, it's only true if both pieces are true. So P and not Q. We're comparing our very first column, the column containing P, and the column containing not Q. So if both pieces are true, then it's going to be true. And so we only see both pieces being true right here. Right. So we have true and true. Everywhere else we have either false down here or we have false up here or maybe some combination of the two. So this should be false, false, true, true, and then 4 falses. Great. Whew. So we're almost done with this one. So then the final thing that we need to do is we're going to take R or P and not Q. So we are going to combine the truth value from column R. We're going to combine those with the P and not Q stuff. And we're combining those with an OR. Right? So the way that the OR works is it will only be false if both pieces are false. So we see both pieces are false right here. And we see both pieces are false right here. We see both pieces being false right here. So we should have 3 falses, but everything else should be true. That first we have true, and then we have false, false. We have true or true, false or true, true or false, false or false, true or false, and then false or false. So that is our truth table. Make sure you're clear on whether something is a false or a true. So be careful with those. Make sure it's clear in your writing. Great. So that's another example. Let's look at one other idea here, and that is DeMorgan's laws. So DeMorgan's laws, those are negations of either or statements or negations of and statements. So if we were to negate an entire or statement, if we were to say it is not true that it's P or Q, we can kind of distribute that negation. When you distribute that negation, we can write this as not P. However, it's going to change the truth value of that or to an and. So not P and not Q. Right, so DeMorgan's law is going to flip the or to an and. Similarly, if we were to say take the negation of the entire conjunction, the entire P and Q, when we kind of distribute that negation, that and will become an or. So that's DeMorgan's laws. That's how that's going to work every time. And so you should be able to go through and do that. So if we were to write DeMorgan's laws, write the negation, so we're going to take the opposite of this entire compound statement. It is summer, so that's a statement P. So if the statement P is it is summer, and is the caret. There is no snow, so we could say there is snow is Q, so it's P and not Q. We're going to take the negation of that. Right? We want to negate that entire statement. So Q is the statement there is snow. P is our statement it is summer. So if we were to negate all of that, the way DeMorgan's laws is going to go is going to be not P or not Q. And not Q just means Q, right? A double negative is going to cancel each other out. So what we want to be saying is we are saying this is, we'll talk about this symbol more, but it's logically equivalent to not P or Q. So if we were to write this in words, we're going to say it is not summer, right? It is not P, not summer. Or it is Q, right? There is snow. Great. In our next video, we will look at several more examples. So we will see you there.